What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another video for my Omi homies. In today's video, we're going to talk about Omi's recent price action and why we are still early. We're also going to talk about news in the overall crypto market. So stick around, there's a lot to talk about. If you like the content, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into it. It has been another great week for the Omi token, and it's been a great 24 hours. We are up over 12% over the last 24 hours. We have blown past 0.007. Yes, that is 007 for those paying attention. And at the time of this recording, we're nearly at 0.008. And so things are looking extremely bullish for the Omi token. We have been above 0.005 for 22 days. We've been above 0.006 now for 6 days, and we have now breached 0.007. And a lot of people are just now starting to break even. Some people are now finally in the green, and there is plenty more green ahead of us. And that's what we're going to talk about today, why we are still early in Omi, why we are still early in crypto. And if you're subscribing to this channel, you are early because we have yet to hit 1,000 subs. 1,000 is right around the corner. So if you like the content, if you're an Omi homie and like other altcoins, consider subbing to the channel. Follow me on Twitter. I have a new Twitter handle for the channel linked down below. All right, now let's get into the topic at hand, which is we are early. We're still early in Omi and crypto. In my last video, I talked about Plan B's prediction for a $63,000 Bitcoin. And so far, that prediction is looking pretty reasonable. Keep in mind that Plan B's last two predictions for Bitcoin were spot on. He called a $47,000 Bitcoin in August, and he called a $43,000 Bitcoin for September. All of this is based on on-chain metrics and fundamental analysis. And right now, the fundamentals for Bitcoin, for Omi, for all of crypto are strong. Before we get to those fundamentals and the recent news stories, let's take a look at the overall market. Ethereum up almost 10% over the last 7 days. Cardano's been mostly flat, but a lot of other coins are starting to move. Ripple up 8% over the last 7 days. Polkadot up almost 8%. Luna up over 14%. And then you've got Shiba Inu, which has just been completely ridiculous, going up something like over 400% over the last week or so. Shiba now has a market cap of over $10 billion. Keep that in mind when thinking of Omi, which just has a market cap of over $1 billion. Omi is still 7x or 8x away from a meme coin with zero utility. I do expect Omi to go up at least another 100% by the end of the year and hit a brand new all-time high. All the catalysts are still ahead of us. I'll get into that later. But the overall crypto market is in a really good position. Fourth quarters of bull runs have always been the strongest quarters, and every day there is more and more good news coming out. So the investment company founded by the legendary hedge fund manager George Soros has revealed it's holding Bitcoin, with its chief executive and chief investment officer calling Bitcoin less interesting than the use cases of decentralized finance. Here we have another indication of big institutions piling in to crypto. Every day we're seeing more stories like this, and this will continue to happen over the coming years. There's a wave of money coming into this space, and stories like this one will help propel that money in. The SEC just approved the closest thing to a US Bitcoin ETF you can buy for now. So they have approved an ETF that tracks stocks with significant exposure to Bitcoin. These firms hold the majority of their net assets in Bitcoin, or derive a majority of their profit or revenue from Bitcoin-related activities. This was approved on October 5th. This is just another step towards a Bitcoin ETF, and there have been rumors that a futures ETF will get approved by the end of October. If that happens, expect for a lot of money to start piling in. Expect for Bitcoin to break its previous all-time high of $64,000 and go into price discovery mode, and expect the altcoins to go crazy on the back of that. And that includes possibly Omi. The fourth quarter could get really interesting. This story came out last week stating that institutions are buying Bitcoin rather than gold as inflation cranks up. That's according to JP Morgan. And we have more talk of the White House considering an executive order on crypto oversight. And I've said it before that I do believe that regulation will ultimately be a good thing for the crypto space, adding legitimacy and onboarding previously fearful people. And then yesterday there was this in NFT news. Frank Miller's Sin City NFT sells for a record $840,000. This is the most expensive work ever sold from the writer-artist. This is just another signal that the NFT space is just getting started. We are early. If you bought Omi back in April or May, you were early. That was before we knew anything about OpenSea, before OpenSea was setting records. It was before Visa bought a CryptoPunk. It was before the Marvel license. It was before an idea of the Veveverse. It was before Marvel Comics. And if you just recently started buying Omi or are starting to buy Omi now, you are still early. That's because you are buying Omi before there is Omi utility. You're buying Omi before there is Omi staking. You're buying Omi before it has migrated to the Ethereum network on Immutable X. You are buying Omi before the Master Collectors program rolls out on Veve, before MTL Gem to Fiat conversion in the app, and before Omi to NFT capabilities. You're also buying before anyone can purchase a Labbit or a Marvel comic over on OpenSea. You're buying Omi before anyone can buy land for the Veveverse. We are early, so even though the token has been doing really well and running up over the last month or 2 months, there is so much room to grow because there are so many catalysts ahead of us. And every week there are so many great drops. This afternoon on Saturday, October 9th, a Toy Tokyo exclusive is dropping, Dragon Girl by Simone Legno and Tokidoki. We are in the middle of a string of New York Comic-Con releases. Yesterday we got the first Daredevil appearance. This Sunday we get our first Thanos drop. And of course last week the first ever NFT movie ticket in history dropped, No Time to Die. And there were only 7 of these secret rare movie tickets dropped. 2 of these found their way into the Veve app in the secondary market. The first one was listed for $3.4 million, but someone else listed one for $300,000. It'll be interesting to see what these sell for on the secondary market. Now, I've been reading a lot on Twitter about people being frustrated that they're not able to walk away with collectibles on drop days, and a lot of people are blaming bots. And my thoughts on this are bots are inevitable. Anytime you have collectibles that resell in the secondary market for multiples of their original price, you're going to have people using bots to secure them. Right? There's no way around it. Now, the team has said that they use anti-bot software, but I'm sure the bots still find their way to collectibles. And I don't know that there's any way around it aside from possibly using a lottery-type system. But what the bot story really communicates to me is how hot the space is, how hot Veve is, and how in demand the collectibles are. And as awareness continues to grow and you're able to buy and sell the collectibles in different marketplaces and cash out your gems in the Veve app, demand is only going to increase and the collectibles are only going to get harder to get on drop day. So here we are, 007 Omi token. Will we break through 0.008? If we do, we could have a clear path to a penny. But keep in mind, there are a lot of whales out there who could put a lot of selling pressure on the token. Let me know what your thoughts are on the price action and if you will continue to dollar cost average in at these prices. Like always, if you like the content, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel on your way out. I hope you all have a great long weekend. Be happy, be healthy, and be safe. I will see you in the next video.